I just got done watching the 4th episode of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, and it has got some very cool elements, but hold your hate here for a second. I know we've got some super fans out there. They weren't too happy that I wasn't blown away by episode 3. Episode 4 is perhaps the most underwhelming of these episodes that I've seen so far. I love the show. I think it's awesome. It's probably my favorite show of the year so far. This episode, though, feels perhaps the most formulaic. It has a script and a plot that feels completely transposable. It feels like it's been utilized in tons of action movies over the last 75 years or so. It's very much like that old Western chain where we've got a gunslinger, maybe a couple of gunslingers who have to help out the local townsfolk who are getting besieged by some desperados trying to steal all their stuff, and they've got more manpower and better equipment, and they're just evil and menacing. And so the gunslingers, this time it's the Mandalorian and Gina Carano, come in and help the townsfolk kind of get ready for the coming onslaught so that they can handle themselves and push back on the bad guys. It's effective. It's just familiar, and I was a little bit disappointed that they're already going to this kind of episodic tone with it. I know that every show needs to deliver a little bit of an anthology kind of setting where you can get a story out of an episode, but I think the real hooks and the real value of a show like this is that when you string them all together, you've got an overarching story that really draws you in and is really compelling, and you're surprised from moment to moment. And I guess that's what it was with episode 4. I wasn't surprised. I knew what was happening. I could anticipate and predict everything that was about to happen. There were also elements in this that I thought were a little squandered. All the townsfolk, it just looks like central casting. You know, everybody's got their perfect little outfits on and their little hats, and, you know, they live in the woods, but they have a little bit of technology. They're a little too colloquial with the way that they're communicating, so it feels like they just came off of a backlot somewhere. Almost like they're part of the Galaxy's Edge theme park, you know? It's a little low rent for what we've been able to see already in this show. So I didn't really believe that. I also didn't really believe Gina Carano, who I think is a terrific action performer. She's got a great look. She can certainly handle herself with all of the fight sequences and all that stuff, but she feels a little flat in her delivery and a little self-conscious. I'm trying not to throw shade at her because she's an interesting character on screen to see and to look at. I just didn't really believe that she was this rebel veteran. It isn't just in The Mandalorian, it's in other work that I've seen her do as well.
Shut the fuck up.
I also was a little disappointed that we have cute kids reminding us how cute Baby Yoda is, because we all know that Baby Yoda is cute, and the disparity between the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda has been what has been so charming. If we've got cute kids hugging Baby Yoda, it's just so on the nose and so like they're trying to sell the Baby Yoda merchandise or something, you know? Like, yeah, we know he's cute. I guess there's no other way to have that interaction. Anybody that would see that adorable little character would want to just squeeze him, but this one felt a little safe and way too predictable. So I'm a bit bummed out by it, but I love the show and I can't wait for more. And you know I'm down. I'll have a review of next week's episode for sure. Definitely watch this episode, and I welcome any contrarians or anybody that has a totally different vibe on this one. Let me know in the comments below. This has been the most disappointing of these episodes so far for me, though. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10.